Well, good evening. It's Friday, December the 13th. Anyways, I am going to show you two thank you cards because after we receive these gifts from our family and dear friends, we got to have thank you cards, right? So that's what I decided tonight. I wanted to bring in and use the Graceful Deer stamp. It's a big background stamp set. This is what it looks like. And this is how big it is. So, anyways, we're going to do that. And let me get my thing over here, scroll down just a little bit. There we go. Anyways, so when using a big background stamp, you definitely want to bring your paper, your ink pad to the stamp because it's larger than the ink pad. So before we get started, let me bring in the pieces. I'm using shaded spruce as your card base, and it's measured at 4 1/4 by 11. And then I brought in the soft suede, and it's 3 3/4 by 5. And then brought in the vanilla, the basic vanilla, and this is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay, and then I brought in a scrap piece that I'm going to stamp the thanks on, and I'm going to be using two colors. So, and that's for our scrap pieces. So first off, we're going to go ahead and ink this up, and then I can go and do the folding. And this is just simple stamping. So, and I'm using shaded spruce as the ink color. And you just want to pat it all the way around. I need to push my sleeves up so I don't get it on my sleeves. Okay. I want to get most of the deer in the picture, so I'm looking. Then you want to just press all the way around. Hey, Linda. Thanks for joining in live, my dear. And hello to all of y'all that'll be watching the replay. This is my last class till, I think it is January 1st, 2nd, 3rd. I think January 4th is when I'll come back on to do videos. I could be wrong, but that Monday, the first Monday in January. Beautiful. That nice? Okay. Move that to the side. And then I want to stamp the little saying. It's called thanks. Perfect. Let's see. And we can make it more than one. Phooey. Had a line on it. I think I'm just going to do one. I'm going to push my button there. So we'll go ahead and close this back up. Oh, thank you, Linda. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year too, my dear. And the same to all of y'all who will be watching the replay. Okay, so first off, we're letting that dry. We can go ahead and cut this by hand. And it's just an easy straight cut. It doesn't have to be much. But I want to leave a little bit of a edge around the word thanks. And then I'm going to back it with the soft suede. Add some glue. Don't want to get too much on there. Alright. I hate it when I cut my nails because then I can't pick stuff up. Excuse me. Excuse me again. I almost put too much glue on that. Okay, there we go. You can see it coming out. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and mount this to the soft suede and then mount it to the card base. So know that your thank you cards, they can be handmade, but they don't have to take a lot of work. So don't think that you have to go and do a whole bunch of stuff to it, because it's the message that you write on the inside that matters the most. So, there we go. Make sure I got that centered. And then I'm just going to put the thanks right there. Where it stands out and it's not covering up none of the deers. Okay, so now let's fold the card. And you will need a vanilla insert for this. So that's a 4 by 5 1/4. So you have something to write on. Okay. Now we'll add the glue to the back of this one. I just wanted to do a nature scene. There we go. And I hadn't used this stamp since last year, so I thought I'd pull it out and use it. There you go. And if you wanted to use Winka Stella on the snowdrifts, you can do that. So there is the first thank you card. Very easy, very quick. Thank you, Linda. All right, so let's go to the second one. The second one I used soft suede, and it's measured at 4 1/4 by 11. This is a landscape card. And I used crumb cake, 3 3/4 by 5, and basic vanilla, 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay, so let's stamp this one. And where's my lid? There's the lid. I'll just put it over there. And we're going to use Early Espresso on this one. Since I already stamped with Shaded Spruce, most of that's gone, so don't have to worry about cleaning it. That's why I stamped with the lighter color first. To get this handle. Don't want to cut the deer's heads off. I want them all in the picture. And you just want to press all the way around. When it's a big stamp like that. There you go. Now this one here, I definitely didn't get enough ink on that one's back side. But that's alright. That's where your Stampin' Blends can come in handy. Now I'm looking for my light pecan pie. Here it is. Because I can just do that. Just follow the line. Because it will dry lighter than what it is. And I want to color that tail. That way. Just want to go in there. So whenever you have a fruit pie, don't think you messed up. Just bring in a Stampin' Blend close enough to the color. Not the same color, because then it'll be too dark. And that will color it in. So, and then I see that on that tree, but then I'll just go ahead and use a gray. That's a dark smoky slate. I don't want that one. I want a lighter color. That was a better choice anyways. Can't even tell it. So those two, I forgot I didn't ink up the Stampin' Up. So there we go. And it's okay for that one to stand out like that. So now we want to ink up the saying. I'm going to twist that off and bring in the Early Espresso and the crumb cake. I was trying to do thanks 3 times. See if I can do that without messing it up. I think I got it, but they're not straight. Okay, let me try that one more time. What I want to do is have it dark, light, and light. That works. Okay. Just do a different variation. They don't have to be the same. And then just cut this. Okay. Make this a little bit straighter than it was. It was not that straight. That's better. Alright. Now I'm going to mount that on this soft suede piece. There we go. I want to close that up because I've got to use it afterwards. So this one I did better with the glue. I didn't put too much on. But it was a bigger area too, so keep that in mind. Okay. Alright. We can put that one right there. I didn't have to worry about fixing that tree, did I? Bring it in there. Put it between the deers. Deer. I know better than there's no S on the end of deer. Alright, let's bring back our crumb cake. And add the glue. There we go. Just press around that. Now we have our soft suede. We want to go ahead and fold that. Bring that in. With the bone folder. Turn this over and smooth that again. Whenever you do the landscape card, it just sometimes doesn't like that. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and add the adhesive. Okay, there it is. Put this lid back on that glue bottle. So there is that one. Very easy to do. So there's both of those. And if y'all remember, last year I made these. I found when I was cleaning up. Where we colored them. And I made a bookmark and a card. You remember that? So you can color them. And you don't have to color them. So that just kind of gives you an idea of what they look like. So I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in 2025. And celebration starts in January. It goes for 2 months. The price did go up, so now it's $60 to qualify for free merchandise. And then they have 2 categories. So please reach out to your personal demonstrator. And those who know me, they know how to contact me. Take care and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye. You too, Linda. You stay dry as well. The rain is here, that's for sure. Bye-bye.